What's going on, guys? John Elder here from Tkinter.com, and in this video, we're gonna build this image background remover app with Tkinter and Python. All right, guys, like I said, in this video, we're gonna build this image background remover app. But before we get started, if you like this video, want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to grab your totally free PDF version of my Tkinter widget quick reference guide book, over 150 pages of every single Tkinter widget attribute. Get your free copy at tkinter.com/widget-book. And while you're there, check out membership in Tkinter.com and get all my Tkinter videos for one low price. Use coupon code YouTube to get 30% off membership on my Tkinter courses, videos, and books for one low price, which is insanely cheap. Okay, like I said, in this video, we're gonna build this background image remover app. And you can see here, I've got a picture of Aspen. So we can open an image, select an image we want to remove the background from. Here's our image. And then we can click remove background. We can save this as anything we want. Let's save it as Aspen 2, I don't know, something like that. Go ahead and save that, and boom, removes the background. So very cool, very easy, and that's what we're gonna do in this video. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in the series, so check that out if you haven't so far. So I've got some basic Tkinter starter code that we always have. I'm calling this remove_bg.py. Now to do this, we're gonna use a library called rembg, short for remove background. And we need to pip install that. It has a ton of stuff that comes with it. So let's head over to our terminal. I'm in my Tkinter.com directory. I've got my virtual environment turned on, and you just want to run pip install rembg. Now, I've already done this, so it's going to go through there and say, hey, you've got all this stuff, but it will download and install a ton of stuff on your computer. It's going to take a few minutes to do it all. You can see some of this we've installed in other videos, but most of this was installed by rembg. So there's just tons of stuff there. So sort of keep that in mind, no big deal, but it might take a minute. So let's come up here and we need to import that now. So let's go from rembg. We want to import remove, right? We also need the pill library, Python image library, pillow. So I think rembg installs that when you install it itself, but if it didn't, just pip install pillow. And I've already got that as well. So let's come up here and let's from PIL, we need to import image and also image TK. Now notice the capitalization in image and image TK. The T is capitalized and the I is capitalized. So, okay, we also need from Tkinter, we want to import a file dialog box. So this is the thing that pops up that allows us to select our files and save our file. So, okay, that looks good. So let's come down here and rough out our GUI. So first we need a label because we want to throw up that image on the screen, and we're going to use a label to do that. So I'm going to call this pic_label, and that's a label. We want to put it in root. We want the text to begin with saying nothing. So let's pic_label, .pack this guy, give it a pad Y of 20 to push it down screen a little bit. So, okay, that's pretty easy. Now we need a couple of buttons. So let's create an open_button, and that's going to be a button. We want to put it in root. We want the text to say open image. And we want to give this a command of, I don't know, name this anything you want. Let's call it open thing. All right. And now let's open_button.pack this guy. And let's give this a pad Y of 20, push it down screen a little bit. And I'm just going to copy this whole thing and create another one called remove button. This will remove the background. So let's say remove background, and let's give this a command of remove thing. And let's give this a pad Y 10. So, okay, so now we need these two functions, the open thing and the remove thing function. So let's come up here and create our functions. So let's define open thing, and we'll pass for now. And we also want to define remove thing. I'm really good at naming things. And we'll pass for now. So now, let's start by opening the image and putting it up on the screen. So Tkinter is funny with images and file names inside of functions. So we may or may not have to add these variables as globals. I just do it as default because a lot of times when you're dealing with images, Tkinter has a sort of trash function that will come through and mess with image variables. So you have to make them global. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And we want an input path. And we want a myImage variable. And we'll see what those are in just a second. So let's open image path. So this is going to be our input_path. And this is going to be the file path to the image we want to open. So if we've got a file called aspen.png and it's sitting in our c/tkinter.com directory, it would be, c something like tkinter/aspen.png, right? That's the path. So we need to get that, and we use the file dialog box to get that for us. So let's go file dialog, and we want to ask open file name, right? So let's give this a little title. Let's say open image, something like that. Put this on another line. And now the file type we want to be able to open is going to be a PNG file. Let's type in PNG files. And then we need to put the file extension of PNG files, which is .png. Right? So now, I don't know, just for good measure, let's also put all files. And then we'll use a wildcard, which is the star. And that looks good. So let's create a little variable. Let's say if input underscore path. And now let's actually put that up on the screen, that file we just got the path for. So I'm going to create a variable called my image. And that's going to be an image.tk.photo image, right? Because we imported image tk up here, that will allow us to open this file as a photo, right? And inside here, we want an image.open. What do we want to open? We want to open that input underscore path variable that we just got from our file dialog box. Okay, so now we want to just put that up on the screen. So remember down here, we called this the pick label, right? So we can go pick underscore label dot config, and we can just set the image to my underscore image. And for good measures, I'm going to make the background of this thing black, just so the picture kind of stands out a little more. You don't have to do this. You can make it white if you want, whatever. The image, after we remove the background from the image, it will be a transparent image. So any color you put behind it, that's what the image will be because it's transparent where the background was. So, okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and save this and run it just to make sure this is looking okay. Let's head over here and let's go Python remove underscore bg.py. Now, the first time you run this, it's going to take a minute because it's opening all those rembg things that you've imported. And the first time around, there's a lot of stuff, so it takes a while. Also, the first time you try to remove a background from an image, it will sort of download some stuff onto your computer, and you'll see that in the terminal. But that's totally normal. So, okay, open image. Now we're going to sort of come over here. I'm in my tkinter.com/images directory. We can open this. Uh-oh, what do we do wrong here? Tilde.image has no attribute tk. Oh, image.tk. We want to go image tk. There we go. So, okay, save this, run it again. All right, so open image. We want to open this picture of Aspen, and boom, there's our picture of Aspen. It's my dog Aspen. If you guys don't know, she is crazy. We call her the hurricane, and we're good to go. So, okay, so far so good. We were able to open this image. Everything looks okay. Now we just need to remove the background, and that is super easy. Let's come over here to our remove thing function, so eloquently named, and let's just get file path to save file. So this is going to be our output underscore path. So this is the input path. This is the original file. The remove background, we're going to output that. So we need an output path, right? So same thing, we just call file dialog, but instead of ask open file name, we want to ask save as file name, right? And then same thing, set a little title here. Let's say, I don't know, save as, something like that. And same thing down here, we need to set the file type. And we want to save these as PNG files. So that's going to be the .png file extension. And I don't know, for good measures, I'm just going to put all files because I always do that. And again, we just want the wildcard star.star. So, okay, that looks good. So that'll get us our output path. So now we just need to remove the background and save the file. So up here, we open the file. Now we need to do something with it. So let's get that file name. And I'm going to call this input. And this is going to be image.open. And we want to open that input underscore path file. Now let's remove the background. So I'm going to call a variable output. And it's going to be a remove And what do we want to remove? We want to remove our input. So remember, up here at the very top, we've got this remove thing that we imported that will take your image, figure out itself what's important, and remove the background. So it's crazy, and it's that easy, and very cool. So now we just need to save the file. So let's go output.save. And what do we want to save it as? We want to save it as that output_path that we just designated up here in our file dialog, right? And we also need to tell it, hey, save this as a PNG file, just for good measure. Sometimes you don't have to do that, but you might as well. So, okay, now let's just put new image on the screen. We want to see our new file that we've just created. So I'm going to create a global my_img variable, just like we did up here, right? And again, Tkinter has a weird garbage collection thing that will sort of sweep away images if you haven't called them as global inside of functions like this. I know that riles people up. Well, we shouldn't be creating global variables all the time, but you just have to with Tkinter when you're doing anything with images. So, okay, now let's go my_image equals, and this is going to be an image tk.photo image. And we want to image.open this guy. What do we want to open? That output_path. Okay, now we just need to update label again. So let's go pick_label.config. And we want to set the image to my_img, this guy right here. So, okay, that's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and save this and run it. Make sure that worked. So here we go. Let's open our image. Open up picture Aspen. Now let's remove background image. It's going to say, hey, what do we want to call this? I'm going to call this Aspen 3, I guess. You'll notice that it's a PNG file, right? So we can go ahead and save it, and boom, boom. That's all there is to it. Very cool. We want to try some other image. Let's see what else we got here. That picture. Oh, this is gigantic. Big picture. All right, so let's try and save this as 1A, I guess. I don't know. Not bad. So very cool, very easy, and that's all there is to it. So remember, everything's happening in this rembg remove library module, whatever you want to call it. And really all of the work goes right here in this, calling remove and then your actual image. Now we created a variable here. You could have just, put all of this in there too. I like to keep things nice and neat though. So that's all there is to it. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Tkinter.com where you can use coupon code YouTube to get 30% off membership. That's access to all my courses, hundreds of videos, and a free copy of my Tkinter Widget Quick Reference Guide book. My name is John Elder from Tkinter.com, and I'll see you in the next video.